My name is Gerard Best. I graduated in 2003 from the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine campus, Faculty of Humanities and Education. I did a double major in French and Linguistics and subsequently went to France to teach English to secondary school students as part of the French Ministry of Education program. That was facilitated by the university, and that was lasted a few months. And one of the things that stayed with me from that program was it immediately gave me a sense of the global application of the skills and the knowledge that I had gained during my undergraduate program. I enrolled a second time at the faculty to do a master's degree in human communication studies. And the focus of that degree, my thesis, was in journalism ethics. While studying there, I also did a postgraduate diploma in development journalism at the Indian Institute of Mass Communication, which is in New Delhi. I spent a total of about 4.5 months in New Delhi studying the fundamentals of development journalism. It was an experience that taught me again the global relevance of the things that I'd learned in my local context. So at both stages of my UE journey, I've had the benefit, the privilege of being enrolled in a local program and then having what I've learned in the local program immediately applied to a more global context. I'm a development journalist and a data nerd. I work with data to find stories that are relevant to development issues. I was online editor just across the street at Caribbean Communications Network at the Trinidad Express newspapers. Actually, when I got back from India, at that time, I was employed at the Marketing and Communications office at UE St. Augustine campus, and I was doing work with the office of the campus principal at the time. I actually went from studying journalism to working alongside the coordinator of the UE's journalism program to being an editor here in the local media and practicing journalism. The truth is that the skills that I learned at the University of the West Indies have served me well as a practicing journalist in the local media. UE is a place where I've learned the foundational elements of journalism. It's an environment in which you are forced to learn how to do work on your own. You learn independence, and you also learn some of the basics of collaboration that are very important in the journalism environment. I would say that some of the influences that impact me more directly are perhaps outside of the university as well. And generally, the work that I do focuses on the wider Caribbean. And through my just being a part of the UE and just being around as a marketing and communications officer in particular, the environment of the campus being one that's very focused on the Caribbean, I think that's something that has always stayed with me. I think I've developed a passion for Caribbean development in particular. My writing tends to focus on Caribbean development and in particular technology development. Development journalism is journalism that takes a focus on development issues like health, education, environment, and technology. The work of a development journalist is essentially twofold: to take topics that are significant to national development, significant to regional development, and to find ways to tell stories about those issues that make them part of the national conversation. But it's much more focused on trying to understand how something that is happening today, something that is developing right now, how it links into a much bigger picture of development. How a murder that may have taken place in some part of the country, what is the bigger picture into which that murder falls? How individual bits of information can be connected to give a sense of why something is important to the development agenda of the society. So it tends to track along major issues like health or the environment or technology, education, and to understand how individual stories form a part of those much bigger, larger stories. One of the things that I think the journalism industry in general needs more of is the ability to attract people who are experts from different fields, people who are experts at content creation, people who are experts in technology, people who are experts in health. I look forward to the day in the not too distant future when I will be able to sit alongside university lecturers, to sit alongside people who are graduate students who are doing postgraduate research, and to work with them to develop ways in which the journalism industry can be developed. I'm Gerard. Join us at the Faculty of Humanities and Education. Make your stamp today.